Hello and welcome to Top Hat Chat Live with myself, Street, the Top Hat Gaming Man, and Orb, who's not here at the moment but is on his way indeed. He is on his way and he'll be here soon, and hopefully we haven't have too many issues with him being late.
Indeed, and I am the Top Hat Gaming Man, and once again we are live on YouTube.
That is a thing.
It is indeed. So how are you feeling about this festive period?
Well, I suppose, the topic of the video is Christmas Overrated, which is a special Christmas stream that we've decided to do.
Yeah, personally I think it would vary from one year to the next, on the basis that it would all depend on how many bits we get given on Twitch tonight.
That will definitely be part of the celebration, I think. But if we don't get any, then nobody's getting any presents.
So what will you be doing for Life Day this year?
I actually managed to get the day off of work, which is
nice.
quite nice, really. Bearing in mind it's my first year in a new job, and usually they make you work Christmas. But
that's the sad thing about... Can I say who you work for? Am I allowed to say that? They're a big enough
The
company.
care industry. It's the NHS. I work for the NHS.
The NHS, yes.
Yeah. But my manager's great and gave me the time off, so that's great. So I'll probably spend it maybe putting on a stream.
So are you suggesting that the National Health Service, in which I pay for, is going to be understaffed this Christmas?
No.
That's okay.
There's lots of other people
that's
working.
Fine. That's fine.
It's just that I'm not one of them, which is nice for a change.
I'll let you off this time.
Yeah. I'm working Boxing Day and New Year's.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least, she'll be there some for time.
Yeah. Anyway. Is Christmas overrated is the big question of the day. And to be honest, we're adults.
We are, kind of.
Well, I mean, we're giant man-children, I suppose. But essentially, we are adults. And that means that Christmas has been slowly diminishing and dying in our eyes since we were probably about 7.
I would gather so, yes.
Yeah, as a good guess. Because when you're young... Father Christmas comes and gives you all of these wonderful toys, and as you get older, he stops coming.
Not always.
So, most of the time, he doesn't come, or he at least doesn't get you as many things as what you would get as a child.
Let's try and think about this a little bit from a gaming perspective, since this is a gaming channel.
That's probably a good idea.
It's whether or not Christmas, does it improve your gaming experience, or does it negate it? And make it worse than what it should have been. Yeah, I
mean, there's a few points to make, I suppose. Christmas was always a big thing when I was a kid. Because all of the games that I desperately wanted, I got to put on my Christmas list. And, stuff it up my chimney.
Yes, and you'd procure them?
Usually, yes. I was quite lucky. And generally, the games that I asked for, I got.
Good.
Yeah, which was nice. But as you get a bit older and you start getting your own money, what tends to happen is that a game will come out and you really, really want it, perhaps even on day of release. I know some people like that thing now. And it would come out and you'd be like, brilliant, I can go and buy this game. And you'd go to purchase your game that you've been waiting for to come out, that you've read in magazines for the last 6 months, and you're like really excited. And your parent or guardian will turn around to you and go, oh no, you can't buy any games before Christmas.
Why? Why not?
Because Father Christmas, or Santa Claus, or Santa Claus,
as we refer to him before on here,
may be getting them for you. He's got his elves making the games, which is piracy.
Yes, it definitely is.
But we've been through this, and piracy's okay.
It is, especially in Thailand and Cambodia and nations like that.
Yeah.
Where the big boys like Nintendo do not market their products in the first place, so they're entitled to pirate everything.
So it's Thailand, Cambodia, and the North Pole.
Yes,
are all okay for copyright. They don't mind.
Indeed.
That's one of the big things, I suppose. Like, we really kind of...
It's annoying. It's an annoying time of year.
You can't get the games that you really want when they come out.
Yeah, because you're worried whether or not Father Christmas actually got them for you.
Yeah.
And sometimes you really want to buy a game, so you wait and see and then Father Christmas doesn't bring it anyway. So then you have to wait until Boxing Day to buy the game.
Which is really frustrating.
It is.
Because on Christmas Day, you've got absolutely nothing to do because everywhere's closed. All of your friends have got to spend time with their families. So you barely see anybody. It's ridiculous. It's a miserable time.
Christmas used to be a great time for me for gaming. I used to literally sit down on the sofa and then play games, new games, literally all day long. I've got some of my finest gaming memories on Christmas Day. Not the same anymore.
No.
Really annoying. It's either some idiot playing loud music or there's screaming kids running around everywhere.
Yeah.
Going, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. Then you don't get to play it.
I mean, lucky yours isn't running around yet. You're going to bypass the annoyance for a couple of years, probably.
Something else on Christmas Day. I find myself... Have you ever seen The Vicar of Dibley?
Yes.
Where it goes around that eats lots of Christmas dinners.
Yes.
That's what I have to do every Christmas Day. So I don't have time to game because I'm concentrating too hard on eating multiple turkeys.
Yeah. Not so much the eating as well. You also have to visit people, which is why you end up eating all of these meals. But yeah, visiting people does eat into gaming time.
It does.
Which I don't think is particularly fair. People are selfish.
It is. I know. It's like, who wants to be social when you can just play games instead?
Yeah. It's not great. But, I mean, I'm trying to think of some good points.
Like Christmas?
Yeah.
You don't have to go to work, normally.
Well, yeah. Except for me. I've had to work every other Christmas for the past 5 years. But generally, yeah, people are off work, which then, again, is a bit annoying because everywhere's closed.
Yes.
So that's frustrating. Also, everything's more expensive. Christmas dinners, if you want to go out for lunch on Christmas Day, it's going to cost you like 45 quid.
Something else that really annoys me about Christmas as well is your money just goes on crap.
Oh, yeah.
Crap for other people.
Yeah.
And then they give you crap back, and then everyone has wasted their money on crap, what they don't need.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying. It's the 1 month a year where money just gets wasted.
Yeah. Since I was 16, I got my first job. I've gone out of my way to buy myself presents every year. So then that way, I definitely get what I want.
There is one great thing about Christmas, which I've talked about on my own channel recently, and that is the fact that if you're into retro gaming, around Christmas time is when retro games are their cheapest every year. Because there's no competition in the market. So you can find yourself going on eBay auctions and being the only bidder on rare games and stuff like that. Like
Probably because people that are into retro games are generally buying the new games for their children.
Yes, or they're selling their retro games to buy presents for their children. So it's win-win-win-win-win.
Yeah, which is a good thing, I suppose. I mean, I'd never really saw it like that, which is interesting.
I've made all my biggest purchases around Christmas.
Yeah.
On retro games. Obviously, I've given up consumerism this year.
Yes.
So I've not.
It's an early New Year's resolution.
But every year previously, I've bought a lot of retro games this time of year.
I mean, Christmas is great. I love Christmas.
Do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said that because for a second my brain kicked into nostalgia. And I remember that wonderful feeling.
Be very careful though, because the ancient Greeks actually recognised nostalgia as an illness.
It probably is. Yeah.
It's an illness which needs to be culled.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling nostalgic, take some happy pills, get rid of it.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Get some on the NHS. I know they pay for that sort of thing.
Sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, Christmas is a strange time. What else is moany about Christmas?
Moany about Christmas.
Yeah. Or are there good points?
There are some great things. What about the Queen's speech?
That's not so great.
What's wrong with the Queen's speech?
It's a bit boring and tedious. It's pretty much the same every year.
The Christmas television. Is that any good anymore?
Not really. I don't know. I spend most of my time trying to play games.
Getting
interrupted. Games. Yeah. I mean, playing games is a big part of Christmas, and the lack of time that we now get for them as adults is miserable. And the amount of money that we have to spend on them, because we have to buy presents for other people, is miserable. It's annoying. And sometimes you have to go around to other people's houses and watch them play the games that you wanted to play.
That's true as well, which is very annoying.
Yeah.
I had something else to say in regards to Christmas. I can't remember what it is now. Starting to lose my train of thought a bit, but it related directly. That was it. Last night, I think I may have been visited by one of the ghosts of Christmas past. And I'm not, I do not believe in this spiritual nonsense, so but it was rather spoopy, I must say.
Spoopy, okay.
It was.
Okay,
Indeed.
what happened? I'm interested, Carl.
I was on a stream for Retro Unlim, which is going to be broadcast on Christmas Day.
Spoiler alert.
With Slopes Games Room.
Games Room.
Yes, Slopes Games Room. Kim Justice.
Nice.
Pixel Limited, Zypho, Novabug, and that might have been everyone. I might be forgetting someone. I'm not sure. Anyway,
I noticed I wasn't invited.
I'm going off point.
Oh well.
Yes. So, obviously, what do you think I'd be talking about a lot if I'm on stream?
Well, the same things that you usually do.
Which is what?
What stream? Was it a YouTube stream?
It's going to be on YouTube, yes.
Okay, so we won't talk about the things that you usually talk about on stream.
What would I normally talk about on the stream?
On this stream, usually you'd be talking about Star Wars Episode 1,
Yes!
probably.
I was talking about Star Wars Episode 1.
That makes sense.
And some of my favourite quotes from the films. I mentioned in Star Wars Episode 1, my favourite quote is yippee.
Yeah.
Episode 3, my favourite Darth Vader quote is no. And Star Wars Episode 2, my favourite Darth Vader quote is I hate sand. It's coarse, rough and irritating and gets everywhere.
Yeah, that is a good one.
An amazing Darth Vader quote. And then, funnily enough, I finished the stream, go upstairs, tried to get in bed, covered in sand.
Why were you covered in sand?
Coarse, rough, irritating, and gets it. I was visited by a Force ghost, clearly, for mocking Anakin Skywalker. That's the only explanation.
I can't. To be honest, I would say no. There's got to be a better explanation for this. But it's too cold to go outside and play in a sand pit. You haven't been down the beach.
It's ridiculous.
There's no reason for you
ridiculous.
to be sandy.
It's literally ridiculous.
That's a silly anecdote. And I'm quite glad that you brought that up. To be fair, that's
Yes,
Christmassy.
it's very Christmassy getting visited by a ghost of Christmas past.
Yeah. It's again. This is really annoying that Orb isn't here.
Well, because he'd have some good input.
He would have some good input. And I think that might be the only reason why the past few weeks we've managed to drag out our pre-streams for half an hour.
I don't think it's just Christmas, isn't it? It's boring. You don't know that's Christmas. Boring subject. Soon we'll be playing a game though, so we'll be okay.
Yeah.
And
So we're getting asked some questions. The Raise Dragon says the obligatory Star Wars Episode 1 being shoehorned into the conversation.
yes.
Pretty much is what happens into most of the conversations. Ardamore says, who is Curvinosh, says, I always got sexy Santa. I'm now bed. I'm assuming that's meant to be in bed.
Santa Claus.
Yes, Santa Claus. And he says, Christmas is sexy. So let's see what else is going on. Someone's saying, obviously Lady Decade's been to the beach without you.
Possibly.
Yeah, although it is a bit cold. I want Lady Decade to do a Christmas speech dressed as the Queen. To be fair, I'm surprised you haven't done that.
What, myself dressed as the Queen?
To be fair, I'm surprised. Yeah, that would be great. Lots of people saying how great Orb is. Orb is the new Buddha. He most certainly is. He's a very good man. He's not like a Christian Judeo god who is everywhere because he's not here.
No.
But maybe Buddha is an appropriate way to talk to him. Talk about him.
He's more like the Son of God, Jesus. You're waiting for him to return all the time. He never does.
Yeah. Andy Aldridge says, well, I was going to do a donation right now, but I guess Christmas is overrated, so I'll hold off. It is overrated, and we've just explained why. Lion Seeker says, I hope this is the Christmas stream after all. It is a Christmas stream. It's very Christmassy. I'm even wearing a Christmas jumper.
And I'm wearing a jumper, hand knitted by Lion Secret's mum.
That's really nice, to be fair.
And there's a matching one for my son as well.
It's quality.
It is quality.
It is nice. It looks very nice.
I hope it's... what animal do you think it was knitted from?
I would guess probably sheep.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Nothing more cool than sheep.
Well, it's Christmas, so maybe it's turkey wool.
That'd be nice. It would certainly be nice.
Let's go down to the bottom of the chat. She's here now and loves the thanks. Good, I'm glad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. So what is the plan? Because after this, we are going somewhere. Where are we going, Rich?
After this?
Yeah.
We're going over to twitch.tv/Top Hat Chat, where tonight we are going to be playing Donkey Kong Country free.
Yeah.
And the reason why we are playing Donkey Kong Country 3
Because it's got a Christmas surprise.
it has indeed. There is a Christmas cheat.
Yes.
And we're going to be using the Christmas cheat on the game.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about that, I think. What's the time? I suppose we'll talk about it in a bit.
In a bit. Well, the Christmas cheat.
Yeah. I don't know how. Also, another thing is in this pre-stream, we were going to be doing a special Christmas thing that he doesn't know about.
I do not know about
but
this.
it looks like we'll probably be moving it over and doing it live on the Twitch stream.
We're going to have to, aren't we? Apparently Orb needs to be involved and he's not here.
I do think he needs to be involved. Yeah. Because I've gone out of my way to do something.
Do you reckon there's a
I don't
chance
usually
that
do.
Orb is late because he's busy directing elves at the moment?
Maybe. He could be. I mean, he's a bit orange for Father Christmas.
It could be a disguise.
Yeah. The Dutch Retro Gamer says, "Oh, cheating is for losers." It's not a cheat. It's like a code-based expansion.
Yeah. There's no actual cheating.
Yeah, it's not actually cheating.
No.
It's just expanding. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing. That is at twitch.tv/TopHatChat around 9 p.m.
What
UK time.
I would like to do for the last 5 minutes of this pre-stream is an impromptu Q&A. So if anyone's got any questions
Yeah, definitely.
in the chat, make sure you do the most important thing, and that is add three important things.
3 question marks. It's easy to see.
We want 3 question marks at the end of your question, so it's easy for us to see and read and differentiate from all the nonsense you spout out in our chat box below.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need.
I would be curious to see what questions you have and how we can answer them for you.
Exactly. Lion Secret says, like a big head cheat, which is the most 90s cheat of all time. Every game had it back
it's
then.
very much like that.
Yeah.
Well, they even called just like GoldenEye had big heads, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I think WWF Attitude, you had the big head cheat too.
Yeah. With the GoldenEye one, though, I actually don't know this. I don't know if anybody does. They might be able to actually tell me the...
The what?
Give me the answer to this. Sorry. In case you haven't known, I've been at work all day again, which is why we're a little bit late. It's because I'm very tired.
I can see question marks, by the way.
I'll get to those. Does the big head cheat on GoldenEye make the hitbox on the head bigger?
Yes.
Because that
you've got a
does
massive
make
head,
it cheaty,
yes.
doesn't it?
Yes.
Does the hitbox actually get bigger?
Yeah, but the cheats are weird in GoldenEye because although they're cheats, you can't unlock anything if you activate any cheats.
Yeah, to be fair,
So-
a lot of things did that, like GTA. The GTA games wouldn't allow you to get 100% if you used a cheat at any point in the game.
But what I mean is you can't unlock further cheats if you've activated a cheat. Like you have to do certain things. GoldenEye, it's a long time ago. Can't do that properly.
Scott X68000 says, "Are you planning on playing Spyro the Dragon on stream?" We did Spyro the Dragon, not last week, but the week before.
2 weeks ago.
But we will be playing Spyro again at some point. One of the later entries, I feel.
Why not Spyro 2?
Possibly. Maybe 3. But we'll play one of the later entries. We're not sure which
but
one.
it was only 2 weeks ago. There was a Spyro stream. On
Eventually we will. But we don't do them on this stream. To find that stream, you have to go over to twitch.tv/TopHatChat. Follow us on there and watch our late night Saturday streams.
Question from Armador. He says...
Ardemore.
Ardemore,
Who is
Armador.
Curvinosh.
Curvinosh.
Yep.
Where is Ryan? Is he okay? I believe he's probably vegetating. That's how he spends most of his spare time, isn't it?
Yeah. Although, to be fair, there's no reason for him not to be here tonight because he posted up on Twitter. In case you don't know, it is at RY4N777. That's Ryan's annoying Twitter handle, which I keep on shouting at him about, but he won't listen. That he had one game of FIFA today, and it was really one-sided, and he lost, so he turned it off.
Is that what he does all day? He just plays FIFA and watches Match of the Day? And
Yes.
then goes back to work on the Monday?
Yes, that is pretty much it. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But, yeah, it's annoying. Ardemore says, Hotel Mario. No, we're not doing
I would like to do a Hotel Mario stream.
We might do it at some point at the end of a stream for like half an hour and just, kill the stream with it. Why not? But not tonight. Ryan is vegetarian because he is a vegetarian.
That is true.
That is true.
Never
But
put those two
then
things
again,
together.
I am a vegetarian and I'm not vegetarian.
You're a bit vegetated, aren't you?
Not really.
You think?
I'm a relatively busy man. I work long shifts.
Yeah, so does he though. I mean, but once you're out of work, then you vegetate out of work. Apart from this, the rest of the time you like...
And vague editing and picking up kids from school and school runs and occasional cooking and baking and homework. Not mine. Sometimes mine, actually. I'm generally a fairly busy man. I don't get a lot of time to just sit around and do nothing. Yeah. Which is why I used to enjoy Christmas so much.
Why was that?
Because I had a job where I didn't have to work Christmas at all. Yeah. 2 weeks off, done.
Me neither. 2 weeks off.
Yeah. Is Christmas overrated? I don't know. I'm not Christian, so yes, it is kinda. From Juicy Hedgehog. Is Christmas actually considered Christian anymore?
It kind of is, kind of isn't. Depends what angle you're celebrating it for. Sikan Kilik, is that the name? I can't read from this far away. Sikan Kik. Anyway, your favourite Mario game of all time? I'd like to say Hotel Mario, but let's be honest, that would be a lie.
Yeah, Super Mario World is definitely up there.
You're right, I wasn't even going to say that, but it probably is Super Mario World. I'd say Super Mario World, followed by Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, I was going to say Galaxy, one of the Galaxy
followed
games.
by Mario 3D World. That's my top 3 favourite.
Yeah, I haven't got
games.
a lot of experience with 3D World. Personally, I quite like Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
But after talking about that last week, we did mention it, and I said 1988. I think it was on a video that we recorded last week. And it was released in Japan in 88, but didn't come out in the West for a couple of years after.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
But yeah, 1988 was its official release date. But yeah, I mean, I quite like that, so I'd possibly put that in my top 5. Even Odyssey, maybe. It's grown on me enough.
It doesn't feel like Mario.
And the controls are good enough to be able to say, yeah.
It doesn't feel like Mario, though. Do you know what I mean?
So possibly Super Mario World, then Galaxy 1 and 2 are in the top 5, although placements are quite difficult. Super Mario Brothers 3 is probably up there, and probably Odyssey is my top 5 in no particular order.
My 3 in a specific particular order: Super Mario World, followed by Galaxy 2, followed by 3D World.
Yeah,
well, yes,
I think that's fair.
I like those games.
It's time to celebrate the birth of Father Christmas. That is exactly right, Justin. That is what we're doing.
Okay, can I just say, it's time once again to take a ride on the Twitch train. So get over to twitch.tv/TopHatChat to join us for an evening of Donkey Kong Country 3. Yes. So join us there. Mr. Street is putting a link in the chat box now.
Unfortunately, because it's YouTube and YouTube don't like Twitch, it's a copy-paste link. They don't like links.
That's out of order.
Yeah, so you have to copy and paste it. I mean, to be fair, it's just so you can see it, so nobody who doesn't know what Twitch is knows how to spell Twitch. To be fair, I put twitch.com. Oh, no, that was Line Secret. Yeah, twitch.tv/TopHatChat. Nice and easy to remember. Come and find us on there, because we should be streaming for probably at least 4 hours. I'd say at a minimum.
Yeah, probably.
And you get our juicy goodness. Also, I do have a special surprise for the stream, which we'll be doing at some point.
Orb's Christmas surprise. He will be here shortly too.
And also Orb will be here.
He will, indeed.
I'm going to phone him right now, as soon as this stream's ended, to try and find out exactly whether or not he is on his way. To be fair, most of the people in the Twitch chat, for people that don't know, would say that Orb is not late. We are just earlier than him.
Potentially.
Yeah. Which is a cop-out. Yeah. But anyway, thank you all for being here, and we will see you over at twitch.tv/TopHatChat. We do this every Saturday, 9 PM UK time, and
so make sure you give us a follow, because then you'll get an email to let you know we're always there.
Yeah, or a notification on the app of whichever device it is that you are using at that time, because that is something that Twitch do now.
Also, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay notified and join our notification squad. Cheerio.